Too much talent, too little exposure. Join us as we look to uncover the hidden gems in our city. Behind every alleyway and in every park cage is talent waiting for an opportunity. Players with dreams that soar higher than the towers that surround them and a shared ambition to take our city right to the top. This is Birmingham.
How y'all shake your hand?
Good.
All good?
Yeah, man, you?
Good to hear. Good man, good man. Good here. Here to talk about a few things, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
So your footballing journey then, we're here in Smethwick,
Yeah.
at a park you know quite well, local area. How did it all start?
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
I think-
What age?
7, playing what? Either cage football or down there for teams like Mahal FC, Handsworth United, all them things there, just like when I was younger. And then I think as I got older, kind of just progressed. Like I started playing Sunday League at the age of 15, but I couldn't tell my mum because it's a thing where obviously you can't play until like you're actually 16, so my mum actually found out, she dragged me. But then by 16 going on 17, I started playing semi-professional football, but I did start playing for a bit just to go college and actually play college football.
Yeah.
But it was a good thing because now it's like I got a distinction in case the football never actually worked. I could have went uni easy, but I got put onto another semi-pro team, Boasting Town. Was there for a year. Pretty good base to be fair. It was a pretty good base to start off, and then after that, I impressed a few clubs like Hensford, Rushall. Ended up going Rushall, but that didn't last because what I didn't realise was West Brom was on the radar and was actually watching me at one of the games. So then I joined West Brom, and then been there for almost a year and a half. Like even while playing some professional football, I'm out here doing Just Eats. I'm literally on the bike.
Still trying to work.
And then after that, I've got to go training. I'm not getting back home till like 11 because it's catching tram and stuff. So
Understood.
yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good.
I think the biggest thing I've just took from that is you weren't in academy football growing up. You didn't start in academy football, so Sunday League, park football, Saturday football, college football. So not the path that most footballers, most pros nowadays have took. Yeah. Most of them are picked up at 12, if not earlier, if not a bit later, and they're in the setup from young. So how do you think that affected you playing football?
I think that just taught me to just play, really. Like when you're not being taught like the way academies are with like possession-based teams, stuff like that, you just kind of gotta play your game, like especially
just naturally.
I think what helped me the most was actually getting into men's football. So like the physicality, the work rate, stuff like that, because that's what you get at men's football. That's all it is. It's just if you can run more than anyone else, or if you can win first ball, second balls more than anyone else, someone's bound to pick you up. So I think when you take that into academy football, as well as the technical side of things, it's a good mix to have, to be fair.
So, and one of the other things growing up in Smethwick is it's an area where a lot of kids, young males, don't really seem to feel like they can get anywhere. It's not an easy place to escape. So, would you say football was your escape? Was it something that stopped you from going the wrong way?
Nah, defo. Growing up here, going to school, I've seen so many like talented people who play football just lost it. Like whether it's going into like the wrong path of life or they just gave up simply because no one gets opportunities around here. So it's like when you actually get that chance, it's better to just take it with both hands and just do the best you can with it.
Of course, and you've said you got your college distinction. Was that something that, as you said, your mum, she didn't know first and foremost that you were playing football?
No, she didn't play football.
Yeah,
like
for men's football.
Nah, she never knew, simply because for my safety, she'd tell me, nah, you're not doing it, because if something happens to you, then what? Simply because it's not legal. But it's just like, I just love the sport, so it's like I'd do anything. So it's like it got to a point where man are telling me, listen, like you got to tell people you're 16, like you got to register as the fake age, you're starting the third, and it's just like
different names and all that.
Ditch, yeah, it's just like, I'll do what I can.
But did she push you to get your education as well, to make sure you had a backup?
Yeah, I had to push myself at the same time, because I've always thought, like, you never know what can happen in future, so always have a backup plan. So I'm just like, let me get my distinction and then just move on from there, just move forward.
Of course. And what is a goal for Aaron Harper Bailey? Where do you see yourselves in 5 years' time? What do you think you'll be saying to your 22-year-old self?
Congrats! Like, you did it, you made it. Like, hopefully playing national level, whether it's England or Jamaica even, I can tell myself, listen, yo, you did it. You've got 300 games underneath your belt. And then it's like you can pass on that experience to whoever, because like I said, there's not a lot of people who get opportunities around here. So when I'm coming or upcoming from here, and it's like I just hope it can inspire people, whether it's around here or anywhere in Birmingham, to just keep pursuing their dream and not give up on it, because you never know where life could take you. Because like I said, I had no idea I was going to end up with West Brom at 20, going on 21. I had no idea. So.
And do you have siblings? So are you an only child or?
No, I'm not a child.
Only child. So it was, for you, it was a case of this was what you wanted to do. It was no outside influences. It was just you were honed on football. It was whether I was professional or not, I was playing football.
Just honed in completely.
What age was it you become a professional footballer?
20.
20.
20.
So what do you think it was that made it that you weren't picked up earlier? Do you think it was you? Do you think it was sometimes, obviously academies just don't fancy certain players and they turn out to be wrong? Or was it that you just weren't ready at that stage in your development?
It can be all sorts. It can be all sorts of factors. It can be a business side. It can be an ability side. Because at the end of the day, someone's going to like you for who you are, whether it be West Brom or somebody else. I think that's an advice I give to a lot of young players. Just keep playing your game, because eventually someone's going to like you and someone's going to pick you up. And if you just keep going and keep progressing and just do what you're good at, you never know where you can end up with it.
So you've had the experience of both. Mm-hmm. In what way is the pro game so much different to the non-league game?
Pro game, it's just technique. Like everything from the basics to whatever else, they're just really good at it. So it's like the basics just mastered. But when it comes to non-league, it's like I said, it's all physicality, like the nitty-gritty, the fighting, the tackles, your headers, your second ball, this, that and the third. Like that's the biggest difference, because like you could bring an academy to play against a non-league side on a terrible pitch. You think they could play? Not a chance. No. But because the non-league players have been on it so long, they're used to it. That's their home turf, that's their advantage, and they'll use that against academy players. That's why. Have you seen like Birmingham Senior Cup?
Oh yeah, I've seen it when they play the under 23s, and they don't, because the non-league teams they're turning up and they're playing boggy pitch. It's a game where the ball's in the air more than on the floor.
And the fact is they're fired up for it, because they're thinking we're up against under 23s, we're up against an academy. Let's get in their faces, and they will actually get in your face. I've seen it happen. I've experienced it. So. Yeah. But
for someone like you who's played non-league, you'll see that, and it wouldn't be something you'd fear, because you know that that's what the game's like, the nature of it. Whereas a player that's been in the academy from 12, 13, 9, 8 will look at it and think, Jesus.
Yeah, I'd say if it was at home, because my play style is I am aggressive, I am physical, like I am going to get in your face or I'm going to be breathing down your neck. You might like it, you might not, but I think when it comes to training and like strikers or like little number 10s want to get the ball in pockets and have to go out and press, they don't like it. Like a lot of people tell me, listen, if anyone's tackling me, I don't want it to be Aaron. Like, he's scary, he's aggressive, because that's my game.
So
that's
what I like
to hear. Just, striking fear into their hearts, sort of thing.
And finally, talk us through the week in the life of a pro. What from Monday to Sunday, what does your week consist of?
It can depend. It depends on first team games, it depends on our game.
So you've got a first team game Saturday coming up.
So it'd be like you're in Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, probably off Thursday, in Friday, off Saturday because West Brom have a game, and then Sunday you're prepping for your game on Monday. Or if you have a Friday game, it'd be like Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday. In Thursday, prepping for Friday's game, and then it really depends. Like the schedule's not always the same. And I feel that kind of makes it hard when it comes to social life. So it's like when you're trying to plan something, it's just like, listen, I don't know what time I'm finishing, this, that and the third, or like you want to do something and you can't. So. And
you were at Kiddie,
yeah,
which is obviously a professional club, but in the non-league system of football. How much different is match prep at Kiddie to match prep at West Brom?
I'd say it's around the same in terms of doing patterns of play, and just like you don't want the training to be too intense because you want to be like fit and ready for the game tomorrow. But when it comes to the actual game itself, I'd say it's a lot different, simply because first of all, you're now playing first team football and you're coming in front of, not even talking hundreds, I'm talking thousands of fans, like 3,000, 4,000 plus. And then it's just like now you've got the pressure of all them fans watching you. and it's just like you make a mistake, you're gonna get the good old shithousery, or it's like if you punish, it affects everybody. But I think pressure's good, because, well, for me anyways, I say I thrive under pressure at times, not always, but at times, and it's just like it makes you instinctively do things, and it makes you play better, especially when you're around better players. Like, for example, you can play under 23s football and it might be too easy. Then when you go into first team football, you know you have to do things quicker.
Yeah.
Touch has to be clean, pass has to be clean.
As soon as you make a mistake, they're onto you.
As you make a mistake, literally.
And as you said, social media shithousery, playing professional football and being at a big club, as much as it pains me to say as a Villa fan, like West Brom, Championship club, what are the fears of social media with professional footballers? What is it like? Is it you've made a mistake and the first thing you're thinking is, what are Twitter going to say? What are Instagram going to say? Are you going to be on I'm Just Bait later?
At the end of the day, everybody has their opinion. Everyone's going to say something about it, but if you don't worry about it, you just keep doing what you're doing, then you'll be fine. Because I think if you worry about what you're doing and what other people are going to say, you're going to be too busy trying to actually impress them rather than actually trying to play your game. And I think that's where mistakes come from. So that's why I always say, just play your game, do what you're going to do. Some people's going to like it, some people aren't.
So nowadays, as we've just touched on, we've got the benefits of social media as well. Mm-hmm. Do you think now it's easier for a player that's playing in non-league, to make it in a professional game than it was before in times gone by?
I'd say so, simply because social media, I'd say, has a massive influence. Like, if you're impressing at like a certain club, you probably put out there on the radar, and then people get to have a look at you, whether it be on like video footage or just Instagram itself. Like, you heard of Non-League Gems?
Yeah. Heard of Non-League Gems.
Just every day someone's posting like someone's signed because they're doing well here or they're doing well there. So I'd say social media does have a big influence, and sometimes it can also be simply business. Like, he's doing well, he'd probably just make us great money, so sign him. So I'd say so, yeah. I'd say it's a lot easier than it was back then, yeah.
And now you find yourself at West Bromwich Albion from non-league, and you find yourself in a playoff push. How do you fancy your chances at this point in the season? We're in March, approaching crunch time. How do you think it will go?
I'm optimistic. We'll push up, because I think when Carlos came in last year, he did do pretty well to get us to where he was. I think we were just unlucky to just not make the playoffs. But I think this year he's brought in the team together, and I'd say they're doing a lot better and like looking like an actual team, just merging well.
But the fact that you're now going toe-to-toe with teams Southampton, Cov, it's a good look.
Pretty good look, to be fair.
Very good. Well, Aaron, brilliant interview. Back where we started, in the cage.
Yep.
Best of luck for the rest of the season.
Cheers, bro. Do you know how hard I'm really trying not to smile right now? So